Before I started making music, I was a child. So I started making music at about 7 or 8 by watching a friend of mine at school who was already brilliant at piano and was writing his own songs on the piano. I mean, we were children, so they sounded like children's songs. And then when nobody was around, I'd sneak back to the piano and think, okay, he was doing this, and I'd figure out sort of how to play and what he was doing. And then very quickly found that I could write my own songs too. And so I had my first band. I then formed a band with him. He, by that point, had moved on to drums and was brilliant at drums already. And so we did our first gig, age 10, with piano and drums, and a friend of ours who was sort of like Bez from the Happy Mondays with maracas and would, play the jester. And we did a little gig at school. So that was my first entry into music then, I guess.
And how did it feel for you as someone that, I want to make music, and then you get to your, I don't know, you can call it a gig, the first time you're up in front of people, and what's the energy like?
I felt awkward. The truth is, I'm not really a performer. I don't really like the attention. I don't really like being on stage. It's very nice, of course, to get the feedback from the audience, which is great. But then when I got older and wanted to pursue music as a career, I always thought I would be behind the glass, like engineering, producing, making the music. In those days, there was no internet, so you could make a living from writing music and releasing albums. It seems crazy to think now, but back then, record companies would pay for the tour as the sort of throwaway cost to help for the real business of selling records.